Now to discuss this is travel writer Frances Lindsay-Gordon from The Lonely Planet. Your reaction, Frances, to this?
Well, surprised but also not surprised. I think we've seen so many images of people going crazy in places like Magaluf, going over the top and not giving British tourists a great reputation abroad, unfortunately. But also, I think perhaps it was a little bit naive on the parts of the young people. One, to think that they could get away with getting naked, basically, doing something that's not even allowed in this country, equally not expecting it to come up on social media.
Because you've been in that spot yourself, and just to put it into context, it's similar, it's treated in a similar way to Uluru in Australia, formerly known as Ayers Rock. It's a sacred place and they need to show it respect.
That's right. Like a lot of mountains all over the world, Aconcagua in South America is the same, Everest and Uluru in Australia, as you say. A lot of these mountains are sacred places for the local people who live there.
Is there ever an excuse for people not to understand local customs and laws, or is it simply your responsibility as a traveller and ignorance is no excuse?
Everyone makes faux pas, Matt. I do constantly. But there is no excuse not to do some research before you travel. And on things like this, basic etiquette, how to behave, how to dress, how to go about things, there is no excuse, really, not to be better informed. Malaysia is a largely Muslim country. A lot of people, most people know that you should behave and dress more conservatively.
Because a lot of other people have got into trouble for taking sort of naked or partly clothed selfies around the world. 3 Frenchmen were expelled from Cambodia for doing it at Angkor Wat. We've had people arrested at Machu Picchu in Peru. Do you understand this fad for taking pictures of yourself naked in some important tourist spot?
Well, it's one of those trends that are sweeping the world, apparently. Rather like the Ice Bucket Challenge, although that was in a good cause. Can you understand it? Yeah, possibly, but not so much this one.
The other thing is, it's quite easy to be caught out when, even in somewhere like Spain, you can be fined for wearing your swimming costume away from the beach, particularly in Mallorca and Barcelona, so be careful if you're heading there. And other customs like that perhaps you wouldn't realise.
Yeah, that's right. In every country there are customs perhaps that you wouldn't expect. And the best thing is to do your preparation. There's no excuse not to. There's so much information out there, not just guidebooks, and all decent guidebooks have a big section, I know we do at Lonely Planet, on how to prepare, what to plan, what to expect, do's and don'ts, tips, and how to behave in a culturally sensitive way.
Common sense, though, to keep your clothes on, surely. Frances, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks, Matt.